I was trying to figure out if I spoke to y'all today, but did I? I think I did. I did. We are headed to do a graduation session. This is about to be a 2-hour session. And my prayer is that, okay, let me back up. When it comes to graduation session and guys, most guys do not like to take pictures. So to have a 2-hour session for a guy has me a little bit nervous. We do have 3 locations, which will save us because drive time, all of that. I hope he's a fun one and not just like, ugh, I don't really want to do this. I don't really want to be here because, baby, they done paid. We got invitations to do all of the things. So I'm just praying it's a good one. We got Boardwalk, downtown Shreveport, and the courthouse, I believe. But what's making me nervous is that it's been sunny all day, and I know it's supposed to rain for the rest of the week, but we were supposed to be clear today, and it just got hella cloudy. And I'm just like, they tore the house down? Oh, I want to know what y'all finna do. Sorry, car. And they cleaned the ditch. Okay. Wonder what they got going. Because it's a good piece of land. The only thing I don't like is that it's right by one of the Swepco. I don't know what they're called. I'm going to call it a substation because I really don't know the proper term for it. Where all the Swepco things are, baby. That's where you be hearing Transformers burst. You be like, oh, that's scary. So, yeah. And then I got my branding session with my mentee, which will always be fun. I get to have some hang time with her while also working and highlighting her beauty. So yeah, had a very, very, very late start to my day, but it's gonna be all good. Start my daycare run tomorrow for April, which means your girl got to be in the bed. But I just said, when I was high pain the last 2 weeks, I did not go to the gym. So I need to make the plans to go to the gym after I finish with my daycare. Because it's like, oh man, we got first Wednesday. And I knew that. The goal needs to be for me to do the daycare, process pictures, do the daycare, go to the gym, process pictures, and then be in the bed early. Because like I said, with these videos, they're not going to be long. So we maybe have to do that. I might need to pack my tennis shoes and let them stay in the car and make sure I have a couple pair of workout pants at the studio. Go drop off stuff, switch, and then hit the gym. Put that hour in and keep on going. I like the sound of that. I'm already in my meal preps for breakfast, so we ain't worried about nothing. The only thing I got left to do is I need to make some biscuits. But I've been enjoying the McGriddles, but I can definitely throw some biscuits in there. Oh yeah. Then I need to tell Mom to pull me out another package of deer sausage. That sounds like a move. We got breakfast taken care of. We'll do lunch when we get back. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do intermittent fasting for the month of April, which is perfectly okay. We'll get back to it when we can. In this time of not going to the gym, I am up 5 pounds, but I'm not about to beat myself up over that at all. We will get back to where we were, all while making sure business is taken care of, I'm taken care of, church is taken care of, mom is taken care of, and I'm well. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. I want to get around this truck because I don't like the way he's driving. So yeah, that's that on that. To the boardwalk I go. Yeah, let's just send Mama a text saying this is your afternoon reminder to take the roundabout today. We'll see how it goes. I wish I could be on FaceTime with her, but I'll be in session when she gets off. But I'm like, girl, you got it. And I also know that because it's looking cloudy, she's going to be like, I wasn't going to do it because it looked like it was going to rain. We'll see what excuse she has for us today. That we will. Maybe it's the adventures of shooting outside. So fun until the sun wanted to leave me early, and I was like, shoot, oh man, I'm sweaty. I'm like, dang, why you wanna leave me like that? So it's cloudy like Saturday. So we have 3 locations. Boardwalk is done. Dad was trying to help him in his cap and gown, and the zipper came off. And he was like, you brought the other one? And he was like, yeah. I was like, thank you, Lord, because I typically will bring one of one size, one of another size. And I didn't today. I only brought that one. Baby, that zipper was like disintegrated in Dad's hands. And I was like, it's cool. So I just threw it in the trash. So when we were done with the cap and gown that he had, I zipped it up, and Dad was like, oh, you wasn't gonna let me touch it. I said, I was just gonna zip it for you. Just gonna zip it for you. All right, so we are 30 minutes in. It would probably take us less than 10 minutes to cross the river and weave through the city to get to the riverfront. But that's what we finna do. And thankfully everything is close, so I ain't tripping at all. My mother should be Mom should be getting ready to attempt this roundabout. She got this. I don't even know my phone is. My phone in my bag. Man. He's a good smiler too. Let me tell you, I just panicked because I did not have a battery. And I was like, how do I not have an extra battery pack when I know I have bought multiples? Shoot. I was like, this isn't making sense to me. I done searched all the bags that I have in the car except for the one that I could not find. And you want to know where it was? It was in the front seat. And I'm like, I feel so unprofessional in this moment because I can't find the batteries. And then as I get in the car, I look over. Bam, 4 batteries. Sweet baby Jesus. Because at the point, the red battery is on the charger now. I mean, on the battery. And I'm like, I don't know if it's better for me to keep turning it on and off or what. My God, today. Then I was like, I can call Mom and tell her to come bring me a battery there. Babe, what is you doing? But she calls me as we're getting out the car, and she's like, I did the roundabout. I was like, good job, baby, good job. So now she has a quicker way to go home. And so I'm glad about that. All right, where am I trying to go? I can go straight. Okay, let's go straight. We can do this, we can do this. All right, we got 30 more minutes and 1 more outfit and 1 more location. I feel like I'm giving him the same poses, but we're outside and it's not like I can be like, hey, well, I guess I could, but we've been on like muddy ground. I'm not gonna have you sitting on the mud of the mud. So I'm just like, not doing that at all. All right, what we got going right here? Okay, we're going around. Oh, did Dad make it? He did. Hey, sir, watch yourself. Watch yourself before you wreck yourself. Baby, I don't know where I'm going. City Hall is right there. Oh my goodness. I was like, baby, where is it? Is he turning? He is. All right, let's get over there. Park on one of these. Boom. I was about to say, take that one. Can I go? Can I have it? Yeah, let's go. We close enough to 5 o'clock. Boom. Yeah, what's the song? We made it. We survived. Something. Some. Yeah, I failed. I just came to tell y'all we made it. 5:30, good timing. And the rain did not rain. It was moments that I thought I felt the raindrop, and I was like, ooh, hold it for us, Lord. But like, we at the point we don't even have you can't see the definition of the clouds. It's just solid. And then I felt so bad for him, because baby, we went, I'm talking about him. We went by Government Plaza, and I don't know what it was, but the pollen was pollening, and he was just sneezing, and I was like, I feel bad. So now I need to remember to steal one of Mama's small little packets of tissue, because I had some in the car, but I didn't have any in my bag. And I'm like, they're putting up our net for our golf thing. Come on, net. All right, so now I'm headed to the studio. I should beat her to the studio. Yeah, 30 minutes. I expect this one to go a little bit later, but we did good timing. The only thing I am upset with myself about is that it felt like I was limited on poses with him. But like we always say, you have to take into consideration what's around you. The places that we were going were either dirty, sir. He just jumped 3 lanes. They were either dirty, and there's no way I'm finna sit you. Like, I got him to sit on the stairs a couple times, but I'm not finna sit you on the ground as if I would if it was cleaner. So I missed some of those opportunities. This man don't know how to drive. You got a how am I driving sign? Because if you do, I will call. And you got a flammable material on your truck, sir. Do better. So yeah, I'm just like, I need to do better. Oh, my phone ringing. Hold on, y'all. All right, mission accomplished. It is 7:30. I'm headed to the house. I always enjoy taking pictures of Nyla. I pray that she knows just how amazing she really is, because she's that girl. But I also try to like make sure I tell her with real words and not just you pretty. Nah, your soul is beautiful. And that's what I pray she never forgets. Even in this pageant world, baby, don't forget that. Don't forget it, because just like I said, I would never be a pageant girl. I don't have that look. I don't have the size for it, period. But she got the full package, and so I pray her much success in this journey over the summer. It might not be the summer. Oh, it may be the summer. Baby, I know it's this year. That's all I know. So I have daycare tomorrow. I got to get my butt in the bed, but editing y'all will be easy because I can do just a question for y'all, or I can do a short vlog. So however it goes, it's gonna go. I'm not gonna have the pressure of, oh, it needs to be like this. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Why does that sound wrong? But all I hear in my head is what it is. Yo, what's up? What's up? That's all I heard. So I don't really know what I was trying to say. But that's that on that. I need to run by the car wash because this bird was rude and disrespectful, and he just pooped on me 3 times. So I'm going to go to the car wash and go to the house. Mom did unwrapped egg roll for me today. I was like, I can do it before I go to my first session. She's like, I got it if you send me the recipe. Wanted to ask her to add me an egg and some rice. Make that a whole thing. But I don't be using out my rice when I make rice. So let's not. See, this is why I need to go back to the rice cooker. That's exactly why. I need to go back to the rice cooker. Instead of the convenience of the 90 seconds. And it's just convenience. Convenience is the name of the game. But I need to have my behind in the bed by 11 o'clock. That's the goal. That's feasible. And we're going to go to the gym. I have talked myself into it. We're going to the gym. Oh, shoot. I need to pay my health insurance. Girl, my mind be rolling. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. So I am on my way to the Learning Center. It is a cloudy day already. First of all, it's another day that I beat my mama out the door. But I got up on time. I had my quiet time. And then I was getting ready to load up. And I was like, girl, if you don't take your behind back in there and get that resistance band, because I was like, I already felt how tight my lower back was. And I was like, nah, you better go stretch that out. Those are the 10 minutes that you need. So I slowed down, did that. Got out the house in time. And yeah, I'm finna go knock it out. I think we're looking at 85 kids this morning. I think the only struggle for me are the babies. But you know what I'm going to try to do this time? I'm going to attempt to do them on tummy time and see if it helps me at all. What was that? Oh, girl, that's somebody sprinkling. I was like, I know that thing said the rain wasn't supposed to come until this evening, but it was just a sprinkler. I'm going to try them on tummy time and see if that helps any. Because they don't necessarily like my little chairs, but they can't sit up. So you got to put them on something, in something. And then if you put them in something that doesn't have neck support, baby, their neck gonna be broke. So I'm gonna try that first. They typically, I think it's maybe 10 or 12 of them. They typically take up a good chunk, whereas everybody else is like a minute per child. So we shall see what that looks like. Then the goal is to dadgummit. I did not grab tennis shoes. Foot, no pun intended. The goal was to go to the gym right after I was done. I grabbed my pants, I grabbed my socks, did not grab shoes. I'm about to say I could have called mom and asked her to grab them, but we'll figure it out. Even if I got to run home and then go back to the gym, it's well worth it. I need to get back into the groove of it. And then go pick up my Sam's order, go to the house, and I need to turn around these images today because the next center is tomorrow. So yeah, that's the goal. I can make it. Lord, help me, because I can't do it without you. And then we got church tonight. And I need to grab backdrops for, not backdrops, I need to grab backgrounds for service. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we finna make the most of it and make it do what it do. Hope y'all have an amazing day. Bye. Baby, going back was a struggle, but I'm glad that I went. Get my little schedule down pat. I know I took some shoes to the studio. I can't tell you where they are though. And I thought I checked all the places I thought I would have put them. Because with stuff in my cart, it just be like, there's a moment that it'd be too much. And it's like, this ain't it. This ain't it. But I really don't know where they at. So I need to find them. What else? Headed to go pick up my curbside order. Everything worked out in my favor timing wise. I was like, yes. Because I did not want to come back out and I didn't want to ask mom to grab it. So, finna grab that. Oh, I better get gas while I'm at it. And then go to the house. I really want a taco. I think we should do a taco for lunch. That sounds like a plan. And then get to editing. Every minute counts, baby. Every minute counts. Because I need to not have to do anything when I get home from church tonight, but go to bed. To start this thing all over again. Let's get it. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Baby, where am I finna tell them to put this stuff? Like, don't judge me. Just chunk it over something. I don't think I got big stuff though. We're like, ma'am, you got a lot of stuff in your car. I know, sir. I know. So I kept hearing about the Jack's gluten-free pizza. And I had to go to a different Walmart, which actually had a few different gluten-free things. I don't know if this is gonna outdo my what's the name though? I can't think of the one that I like right now. I don't know. Can't think of the name. But great things have been told, so we shall see. I'll keep you all updated. I'll be ticky. I'll be wanting more cheese. Baby, put this thing in the oven and hush. Golly. Okay, we not looking too bad for a $6 pizza, because my other one is double the price. That I will say. What my pizza cutter? Oh, I used it the other day. Definitely in the dishwasher. It was in the dishwasher. Not bad at all. The crust is decent. Dang, Brittany. Yeah, that ain't bad at all. My other one is better. The crust is better, but for $6 and some, like, maybe $7, you can't beat it, because my other one is $12 flat. It is a little bigger than this one though, but not too bad. So it's currently 11:28 at night on April the 2nd. So here's what I did. I turned around the images that I took this morning, same day, so that I can give them to my printer next day. As long as I get it to my printer by 12 o'clock noon, they will ship the same day. And then of course I'm gonna go ahead and pay for next day. So this is how we're trying to keep a tight ship. Let me tell you what I learned today though. I had about 80 something kids. Yeah, had about 80 something kids. It took me approximately 5 hours, but mind you, I did have to stop and go to church. So this is culling, cropping. I'm not editing these pictures. Like, school pictures for me are not the ones that I need to go in and Photoshop. So that's not what I'm doing. So culling, cropping, uploading them to the system. All of that took me almost 6 hours. So 3 hours at daycare for the school, 6 hours doing all of that. What was important for me today was get to the gym, and I made it. So mission accomplished. And so church being thrown in on the middle of that may have pushed me a little bit later, but I'm grateful because I don't have to be at this one tomorrow as early as I had to be at yesterday's. Like, no, today's I needed to be there for 7:30, and so being there for 7:30 just pushes everything up. So I have a little bit more wiggle room, but I've already printed out my QR codes. I have my dates of reminders of who I'm picking up on what day already attached to my reminder calendar. So like, we're not gonna forget any of this. And so I'm just like, okay, here we go. Now, realistically, tomorrow, because I won't have to go to church, it'll be a straight day. Well, I lied. I need to go ahead and prep myself for an 8-hour turnaround because I have almost double the kids tomorrow. And we got graduation, pre-K. It's only one class, but that's breaking down my spring backdrop, putting up another backdrop, resetting everything to move. It's going to be okay. That I do know. But my 3 largest are, I'm lying. 3 of the larger ones that I have were back to back this week, which was poor planning on my part, but it is what it is. Dates are dates, and so that's how that is. But We're starting off strong. That's what we're doing. And trying to turn around pictures same day is a challenge. But I also don't want to get behind. Now, when we come to the one where they only have 50 kids, I can turn around that quickly. But see, this is also the thing where I'm learning and have learned. Fix the issue in real time. The things of your backdrop is crooked, baby. Fix that right now. I did a one light setup today because the kids are so afraid of the lights. And I mean, the softbox is big. I can't say that it's not. I hung a stuffed animal off one day, but it didn't do anything. Like, it's a light that is going off, and it's a struggle. I ain't even gonna lie. That is what they are afraid of the light going off. And it's just like, dang, I can't get around it because I'm typically put in these little smaller rooms with what's them lights, fluorescent lights, and it's just like, So it's necessary. And I'm about to be in the smallest rooms of the smallest tomorrow. And it's just like, okay, let's do this. So I'm going to attempt to do one light tomorrow. I could bring the big dog. Let it reflect off the ceiling. One thing I don't like about the big dog in small spaces is that if you hit that light and that light goes to tip, I don't want it to take nobody out now. Let's stay with Light Boy. But yeah, those are all of the things that I'm thinking about. Sometimes you want to bring music. Sometimes the music is distracting. Sometimes people watching. I've learned that in the daycare and like Head Start arena. When too many people are watching, oh no, it's like y'all watching me and this light going off. One thing that the center today had was I'm gonna say a squishy ball, but it was textured. And the youngers ended up doing good with it. So I'm like, you hit me. I need you to hit me. That might not be smart, but trying to get them to throw. When they throw, it's that fun shot of there. Now, the thing that I didn't like, baby, do y'all care? I don't know. I'm gonna keep talking now. I was too serious. The thing is, you'll catch the hands, and sometimes the hands never make it back down, and their best smile is like this, and you'd be like, girl, what was y'all doing? And it was like, I got you a smile, but surprise. So yeah, those balls will be in on Saturday. So we'll see how they do next week, because normally for Christmas I have my jingle bells, which gets their attention. But yeah, what y'all gonna do with that? I have no clue. If there's any photographers watching, maybe you'll get something out of that. But that's that on that. Yeah, that's that on that. Praying for day 2 of daycares and Head Starts. I am excited. I am proud to have knocked that out and have church and have to make a graphic for church and pull the backgrounds. Baby, it was a lot of last minute stuff today, and that's a tad bit frustrating. And I was having a conversation. I was like, one of the things that can be frustrating is that when someone doesn't know exactly what it takes to do what you do, you can make it look easy. And so it's like, oh, I know I just got this to you late, but it's what it takes when you get it late. And it's just like, that's frustrating. And it feels somewhat inconsiderate. And it's just like, it's the name of the game. But then, like, I felt so seen because I just saw a post on TikTok, and it was like moments before service started. She was like, here's sermon notes. And I was like, ooh, yeah, we get them before service starts. But when they're lengthy and you got a standard, maybe my standard isn't their standard, and that's why it doesn't matter. Did we just have an aha moment? Maybe I need to ask their expectation when it comes to notes. Do you expect them to be on the screen? Do you expect every note that you have on there to be individual? Ooh, I hear you, Lord. Okay, maybe something good just came out of that. Yeah, I'm gonna go shower. Take my behind the bed. Hopefully I can get in by midnight and give me 7 hours of sleep. Okay. We're getting somewhere. It's supposed to storm. I need it to not storm because when I went to this same center for Christmas, it was pouring raining, which also means I need to change the pants I was planning on wearing because I was planning on wearing the ones that touch the ground. Let's not. I need to wear my hot waters tomorrow so that I can get in without wet pants and wet socks. Ugh, gross. See, this is the other thing. I'm just talking. We just talking. Feels like a car chat, but in the office. This is not my favorite style of hair, but I appreciate this style because to me it feels like it gets old like really, really, really fast. But this is why I say you need to trust your stylist. Aisha was like, I know what you got going. So we finna give you the curls with Baby Bertha. And Baby Bertha has held up through 2 times. Did it rain twice? It did rain twice. Me being in the wind, that's 3. Well, I'm not moving fingers. I was in the wind twice and she holding on like, but it's just me. I be like, she feel like she getting puffy. But I'm like, trust your stylist who care about your hair. And she's like, we'll be doing this for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, let's go, possibly 3. Baby Bertha me up. Let's go. Plug in the Marcel iron. Told y'all I'm finna start. I'm lying. Only Aisha would get this. I'm about to start some content on hair. It's one of our content creators that we love to watch, but we don't enjoy one particular part of her content, and it'd be like, "Ooh, you don't need to do this content right now." But she's gonna get better. That she will. Bye, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday, y'all. We getting it in. Headed to our child care development center for the day. Probably my second biggest one that I have, and we have to do graduation photos, so it's gonna be a lengthier one, but nevertheless the goal is to be out before lunch. That's my goal. I want to be out before lunch. I would love to be out before 11, but that almost feels unrealistic for the amount of kids that we have, so I'm just keeping it like it is. We won't be able to do our picture on the playground because it's raining. Baby, it was pouring for what day was it? It was pouring for Christmas pictures, and I'm like, Lord, get me through. But I got my umbrella, I got my raincoat. We finna make it do what it do. It's a light rain right now, so I pray that it stays that way. So yeah, that's what we got going today. I did give y'all a breakdown of last night. Ended up getting 6.5 hours of sleep, which I'm not even complaining over at all. But I also know that today, I know that today is going to take more time to process these pictures because it's more kids. So all of those things I must take into consideration. I need to text my other center to get their roster. But yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, I have had some wonderful conversations in my DMs about withdrawals. Did not think that was going to be the video that connected me to people. But it is, and I'm just like, I'm trying to make sure that I'm respectful of other people's, because I totally get and understand that this journey is not easy. And so when somebody is talking about their sobriety, baby, heard and understood, and thank you for sharing with me, because you did not have to. You did not have to. Baby, I can't tell y'all how scary that mess was. Oh, the fear. It's the fear and the pain, all of that wrapped into one. Ugh. So yeah, that's that on that. I will pick y'all up a little bit later. I said I was gonna record my setup, but I'm probably in a tight space today where other people are coming in and out, and so I try to be respectful of other people's, I don't know what the correct word is there, but I'll be trying to be respectful. Consent. That ain't consent. I don't know. Other people's space when I'm doing something in their space. So I'm not going to do today's. Actually, I could probably do tomorrow's, because they set me up in a whole nother side of of the building. That may be my move. Ooh, I feel like I should get over because traffic is trafficking. Yeah. Hopefully I can get in front of one of these buses. But yeah, that's that on that. Baby, talk about 4 hours later. When I tell you my back is hurting. Oh my gosh. I realized that I was going from like a hard stool and there was a padded chair next to me. Baby, I flipped them chairs so quickly. I'm like, But I'm also like, you also need to go ahead and go to the gym so that you can stretch out your back. And I stretched this morning. Oh, Lord. It's going to take me a minute to get through them. I know I took more than 2,000 pictures, so culling alone is about to be a pain. And it's challenging when you're stuck in a smaller space and you don't have the wiggle room. So you just got to do what you got to do. I'm like, okay. But we made it work. We made it work. I'm so grateful. I grabbed them grapes out the refrigerator before I left this morning. I got in the car and I was like, I wasn't going to talk to nobody until I finished my grapes. I was not going to talk until I finished them grapes. So the other part of me is like, girl, just go ahead and go to the gym so you can call it done. Let's see, do I have a mark on what we did movement wise? That was only 4,000 steps. But if I go to the gym, I can then clear it for sure. Okay, so I came through here yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And there was a unhoused man like nailing something to a Swipco pole. And I'm like, what is he doing? And now his stuff is separated between 3 benches and some placards that we have around town. And I'm just like, that makes me sad because it's supposed to rain. And I'm like, dang, I ain't want it to be like that, but it is. All right, let's change clothes. Baby, whew, mission accomplished going to the gym. It was one of those days where I had to distract myself with other stuff just so that I can make it through. It's like, don't pay attention to the time. Because if you pay attention to the time, you're finna be mad at yourself. And so I did what I had to do. But look at the tulips I found at Kroger. So I want to know, can I plant these? Because I don't know. But I want to plant them so that I can have them. But if I can plant these, I want to put them, what you was trying to say? I want to put some in the front of the house in the flower bed. I want some tulips. My neighbor across the street has some tulips. I just don't know what kind of tulips. So I'm finna ask questions. Because I want to know. Because I want some tulips. But I'm also hungry. So I'm finna, hey, you can turn, sir. So I'm finna go in, grab me something to eat. What's for dinner? What's today? Thursday? Leftovers. What we got left over? Do I have anything left over? Ooh, we got some chicken pot pie, but I really want to freeze it. That needs to be a good freezer meal. Chicken pot pie. What else we had this week? We got some unwrapped egg roll. That needs to be eaten because, baby, putting cabbage in the freezer ain't it for me. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. And then I can finish my rice and just cook me another egg and got me a whole meal. Sounds like a plan to me. I would love a good nap, but I feel like it's gonna mess me up with progress, and we can't do that. That we can't do. So skip the nap, get your work done. But if I get in the house and I quit playing games, then maybe I could be in the bed earlier. I like the sound of that. I really do. Yeah, let's plan to do that. Okay, I shall pick y'all up later. It's weird doing a weekly vlog and not a daily vlog because I feel like I need to tell y'all what day it is, like date number. Maybe I should. I'm just saying happy Thursday because I'm normally recording that on that Thursday. We'll talk about it. Actually, we'll think about it. Okay, bye. Goodbye. You're just rambling, girl. Baby, that church's roses, like all of their rose bushes are in full bloom right now. That was beautiful. I want to say those are knockout roses, but them bushes are pretty. Speaking of roses, I had got mom some flowers today, but today makes 9 years since my grandmother passed away. And so I was like, this don't cut it. And I looked at the other flowers twice, but they were like, they didn't look the freshest in roses. So I'm praying that Bushers has some good looking roses, because I'm gonna be highly upset. And yeah, I'm gonna go to the other Bushers on airline if they don't. But I was like, mama deserves some good flowers, so I'll take the other flowers for myself, and I just put them in the office and give mama the roses. And I need to Google to see if I can plant the tulips. That's the goal. Because I was finna record my April Beyond the Surface for today, and I was like, no, go do that right now, because I don't know if mom's gonna leave on time from work today. This also, it's my grandmother's transition day. It's my auntie Trisha's birthday. It is 2 years since I had my truck. Am I wrong? No, this is 2 years. So yeah, it's all of the things on today. I miss my granny. That was my girl. Like, when I say my girl, man, my grandma rolled hard for me. Got me thickums and all, bacon, pizza, ices, all of the things. But she gave the best hugs ever. And so I'm just like, grateful that I had all of the years that I had with her to just enjoy life, to see her live. She took care of my great grandmother, and then to see her live her life in those years past that, I'm like, yep, that's what we needed. So I'm about to do that. Then I'll go back and record. Then down to the nitty gritty. If it took me 5 hours, I feel like it's gonna take me 8. We might be another midnight type of night, but we're gonna get it done. That's what we are going to do. Mission shall be accomplished. Good morning. Happy Friday. Maybe I still sound like Brian, but that's okay. That is okay. We'll get there. Hadn't talked to many people this morning. Baby, I told y'all, it's different. It's different. This is day 3 of daycares. This is day 2 of turning around daycares same day. What I do realize that I need to do is go ahead and block off my weekdays so that I can turn around pictures and not try to have to so that I can turn around daycare pictures and not have to do additional editing. This sucks because for my seniors that haven't booked their sessions, like when I tell you my Saturdays are almost done and I'm getting ready to introduce Mother's Day on Wednesday. Ooh, let me show y'all the backdrop. I absolutely love it. Last year's was darker and this year's is lighter. I'm trying to find my balance between it all. I had good reactions on socials on my business page, so that makes me happy. I need to figure out when I can do a test shoot. But see, I'm supposed to go to Ruston to shoot Bro's graduation session on Saturday, and I am not necessarily sure that the weather is going to allow us to do this session. Oh man, but I didn't think about that. I did tell somebody they can rent out the studio. I don't know how this is gonna go down, but yeah, it's a lot at one time. Spring graduation, Mother's Day, but it is what it is. So the advantage of today is that I don't have to turn around my images today, because they're not going to print until Monday. So they just need to be turned into the printer by noon on Monday. And I can do that, which will allow me to knock out the 6 other sessions that I had that I need to edit. This is also making me want to go ahead and do the editor. It may make me feel better about turnaround times, even though I'm still looking at like 3 days right now. But it will take some pressure. I just don't like coughing up the money. When you start looking at 60 images and you paying per image, that's the hard place. That's the hard place. So that's that on that. This is probably my 4th largest daycare I'm going to this morning. Let me stop saying daycare. Child development center. Because most of mine are child development centers and Head Starts. It's just easier to say daycares, that's all. So yeah, that's that on that. I'm about to eat my breakfast. I'm swinging by the studio because I really feel like I need to grab the bench because she got somebody to put on a bunny suit. And I think the kids need to sit on the bench and let the bunny be behind. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna grab it just in case we need it. And hopefully I could be out of here in 2 hours. Can we do it? I hope so. Man, let me tell y'all this. When I tell you, I be thinking, oh, we're about to get away with these little nice, quick, safe answers. Hold on. Did I get a raincoat? I think I did. And that is not how these questions have been. Have not been. Today's question had me second guessing myself, and I'm like, do I really know what it means to be true to myself? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. So that's that on that. That is that on that. Traffic was not bad leaving at 7:30. Okay. Maybe that's a sweet spot, because I know if I leave any later, I'm normally bumper to bumper. Baby, I'm jumping all over the place. But let's see how the rest of this month's gonna go, because we shall see. All I forgot to tell y'all. So mom comes in yesterday, and she was like, I missed the second roundabout. I was like, what do you mean you missed the second roundabout? She was like, I never went into a roundabout. Now, I had to go pull up the map and be like, Mom, there's no way that you never hit the roundabout, because the roundabout is in the middle of East Texas Street. She's like, I never took it. I missed the second one. I was like, how did you miss the second one if you never hit the first one? Girl, it was me trying to break this thing down to her. And I was like, okay, Mom. She's like, but I did it. I was like, I'm so proud of you. She's like, I went down, I turned around, I got back in it. I was like, Mom, you do know that if you would have gone up one street, it would have taken you to the second roundabout. I had to do it right. She's like, I'm gonna get it right. And I was like, I know you are. I ain't even worried about that. It was just priceless, because that baby said, I missed the second one. I said, how did you miss the second one if you never got in the first one? Oh man, good times. Driving 101. Oh, what she said, 102? The baby gonna get it, but I'm proud of her for doing it twice this week. We'll see if she'll do it today. I just had to report back from driving school. I promise to be your own friends. So my friend FaceTimed me as I'm walking out of the studio just now. She's like, Brittany, do you realize that you look exactly the same this whole week? I was like, what do you mean? I always wear black on black. She's like, no. Do you realize you haven't changed earrings this week? And I was like, yeah, and I don't care. My gold hoops are my standard. Like, copy, paste, repeat. Backup pair in the console. Only thing you may switch up is silver or gold. But I'd rather have Jesus. Shut up. But I'm like, yeah. She was like, you gonna struggle on what day is what, because every day looks the same. And I was like, and do, and will. Baby, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. That was that was the thing. Like, hold up, let's make sure we're going the right direction. Oh, I am taking I-20. All right, let's go. That was the thing. I just had this conversation with Kiara yesterday. Oh no, you want me to go straight. That's what I thought you wanted me to do. Girl, I am on I-20. No, I'm not. What am I on? That's 49. No, but girl, hold up. It's telling me to go straight. I'm going straight. I do know that either way can take me where I need to go. All right, cool. I had this conversation with Kiara yesterday because, girl, they did want me to turn. No, they didn't. Yeah, get off on Juella. Okay. So I had just had this conversation with Kiara because my insecurity is my belly. Like, my apron belly is something that just, it bothers me so much. But I saw a picture of myself one day in some skinny jeans and a Figaro shirt. And it was like a bright colored shirt. And I was like, I don't like what I see. And so I think from there on, I was like, I'm going to wear black slacks and a black shirt. And it made me feel better because I could hide in it. And so that's where I've been. I don't even know how long. I know since the pandemic for sure. And it's just my little safe spot. And so I was like, I don't even do like I do have a couple shirts that I've done lately. But on a good typical work day going to do something, you're gonna find me in black on black, period. That's just what it is. It's very safe for me. And so it's like, why am I trying to reinvent the wheel every single day? But that's also why I get to enjoy my dresses on Sunday. And it's like, okay, well, let's just enjoy the little things that I can and be safe every other day when it comes to my outfit. See, I wish they would have taken me the interstate way because now I got to go through 2 different school zones. But let's go. But I was like, nah, you gotta love the body that you're in until you can work on the body. And that's why I say it's frustrating for me to be right here at 40-something pounds down and no pant size change. And I'm like, that's the part. I'm like, how loud does your car need to be? He's getting on the interstate and I still hear him. Oh, I'll be mad at him when he came to the house. Like, no, you need to push your car to the house. Do not bring that thing in the house at midnight sounding like that. Anyways, y'all, I'm fighting the word anyways. And it's because I've been listening to other stuff and they use anyways as well. And I'm like, I like anyways over anyway. But it's mama in my head every time I say anyway. I'm just like, you got to do what you got to do to love yourself how you are in this place. And that's why I say I feel much better in a dress. And so when I found out that I felt better in a dress, I was like, I'm finna get the dress that I want to get. So yes, give me a good A-line dress that doesn't wrap around my stomach and make me feel even bigger than I already am. Because that's the thing. Who has some good... Miss Christine on Instagram. When I tell you she has some bomb bodycon dresses, I remember I ordered about 4 of them bad boys. Oh, order you a bodycon dress when you an apron belly girly. Shoot, that's another level of tears. That's another level of tears. And don't turn to the side, cause an apron belly and a booty. Oh my God, the struggle. is oh so real. Oh so real. I'm like, this ain't it at all. And it ain't. So you gotta dress your body for what makes you feel comfortable. Period. Okay, that was all. That was my PSA for today. Baby, I told y'all, I did not know that naps were going to be this pivotal in this season of my life. And I am grateful. Bruh, I finished the daycare in 2 hours. Oh my gosh. I didn't tell you the struggle. So if we had to do it again with the bunny there, I would love to do a different game plan, because getting the kids riled up while other kids are nervous to take pictures is a lot. But I also had a game-changing thing to pivot how I place my backdrop in the room so that people aren't necessarily seeing the other kids take their pictures. It's what we have to do at Northwood when we're in the gym, is to face me to the wall so that everybody's lining up, but they're not seeing what other people are doing. So I added this in my note. But baby, this nap, I didn't get the full 90, but I got 84. Baby, when I woke up and I was like, hey, how much time is on my timer? Because the way I didn't see anything on the clock, I was like, did I sleep through the clock? Baby, no, I didn't. Oh man. So yeah. Who's that girl? Baby. That was necessary. Oh, that was necessary. So now I'm headed to go see Aisha to get this done. I need to remember to tell Aisha that mama said hi, because I really don't be telling my mama I don't be telling people when mama says hi. But I'm going to be intentional. And I should be petty and record it just so that mama hear it, but I'm not. And yeah, then we going back to the house. And we got 7 sessions to edit tonight. Okay. The rain that is supposed to come around 2 o'clock is what has me a little bit nervous. All week it said it's supposed to be bad, and we haven't had any. So may it continue to skip, but I just don't need it to do. Don't do the full. Please don't do the full. So that's what we're about to do. About to finish listening to this podcast with Sarah Jakes Roberts, and who she was talking to. Maybe I done forgot just as quick. I don't know, but I'm up and I got a nap. Bye. Let's have a quick story time. If you really know me, or you've done pictures with me, you will know. Hold on, I got a pimple right here. What is this? Why is it under the skin? And why does it hurt like this? Sorry. Okay, we're back. Hold on, I'm not back. Why is it underneath the skin? Why is it sensitive? Jesus. Can y'all see that? Anyways, okay, back to the story. If you really know me, or you've taken pictures with me before, you will know that I try my best to get smiles out of the kids. None of y'all would have seen me in action at a daycare center or a school, because it just be us and the kids. But the same effort that I give at the studio is the same effort that I put into at the daycares and at the Head Starts and places like that. So calling me to cuss me out because I didn't try with your child is rude and disrespectful. And I wish that you would ask the teacher if I tried. Because see, this is what made me start putting them ugly shots on the thing so that you could know that I tried. Literally had 6 bad poses, and I put all 6 of them on there because I didn't want the mama to call me, because she called me last year and I already knew it. And I was like, nah, she finna see that we tried. And see, here's the thing of when you're at a larger place, you don't necessarily have as much time as you do when you have your youngers. With the youngers, at the smaller schools, at the smaller places, they're like, oh, go get such and such. They'll smile for them. That's what you don't have when you have a huge center. And so even when it's a huge center, I'm putting in the effort to try to get this smile. But for you to cuss me out because your baby picture look like that, ma'am, can we talk about the fact that most of the time when they're that young, they've never experienced a photo shoot I'm not gonna say never. It's rare that they have experienced a photo shoot like that. And you don't have to realize, but you should know that I have the lights, the 2 big lights that are here. They have them sit on the backdrop. You have a new person that they don't know if this is their first time. And then you got people that's typically all around trying to help get them to smile. Now, what I used to do is I used to do music. Music plus people plus kids around equals even more chaos. So I cut the music out, and I absolutely love it. There may be one center that they'll bust out the music. But all of those things matter. And if your child is afraid, then they're going to hit me with it. And you be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Soften that smile a little bit. But I try to be flexible. But for you to call me and cuss me out, all I could say was, I wish you would ask the teacher how much effort I put into it, because I tried. Baby, when I tell you that thing right there just ticked me off, because I try. It would be different, because I have plenty of photographer friends that are like, the smile that I get, or the lack thereof, is what they get. I don't have time to put multiple snaps. I do try, and it's because I try that your phone call done pissed me off. But I'm gonna have to let me chill out, because you're not gonna ruin my day, because I know that I tried. Okay, I was about to tap, but I might tap that pimple and end up crying for real. Bye, y'all. But the way they trying to play in traffic today, ain't nobody got time for it. So I said I wasn't going to talk about this subject just yet, because to me it's just too fresh. But I had my tears this morning, and I didn't talk to my people about it. And so I'm like, let's talk about it. Because I have been in a place where I have played the background role for somebody for so long that, one, you lose yourself, but two, they knew a long time ago that you weren't the one for them. And for me, I always would tell myself these false realities just to get me to hold on even longer. Oh, one day they'll see your value. Oh, one day this, that, or the third. I can do this for them. I can do this. It's always trying to prove that I could fit in their life. And then you hear the right story at the right time that gives you the right revelation that's like, when a man knows, he knows. When a man knows, he knows. And for so many years, I've played in this, oh, that's just my best friend. That's just this. And it's like, okay, cool. And no, I no longer will allow myself to be in this Build-A-Bear situation with a guy. I will no longer allow myself to have these unclear, unspoken, preset expectations that we're just falling into the background. Like, I have lost so many years of just being like, okay, maybe one day, maybe this will be the day that you wake up and you see, oh, she been riding for you for real. Oh, one day you will see. Oh, yes, one day you will see. No, you will see the time that you lost. You will see the hours of investment into somebody, and then they go right into that next relationship, and they married within months, and you're like, oh, so it was me. And see, these are also the moments where it makes me look at myself and like, what's wrong with you? No, Brittany, they're not your person, and that is okay. You cannot force this thing to fit. But see, what happened was I was reading a book, and I listened to the video. I wish I knew who sent me the video now. I shall try to find it. And if I find it, I shall include it in the description. But it was the moment of being like, they knew that what was required of you, they could not handle. Therefore, they held on to you so that nobody else could get you. That thing hit me to my core, because I felt it too many times. Oh, you're good for that. Oh, you're good for this. Oh, you're good for that, but you're not good enough for me to love. And it's like, okay, cool. And it's easy to say, okay, cool now. But that okay, cool years ago brought tears. That okay, cool years ago made me look at myself and was like, okay, well, let's try to change that about yourself. And it's the very thing that I've tried to change, that my husband will be like, that's why I like you. That's why I love you. That's why I want to do life with you. But for so many times, it's like, oh, you got all of this, but you don't have this. Somebody said it the other day in a video that I was watching. And she was like, I'm good enough for everything else, but yet not good enough for this. That was like probably the language of how it's felt for me for so many years with quite a few people. And it's like, okay, I'm good enough to meet the family, and yet you're like, you're not my one. And it hurts even more when it's like, oh, your people love me. Y'all would be great together. I bet we would, but I can't force him. I can't force him to see me that way. And so being able to see it, being able to put language to it, and now to be able to be like, this is where we are. I can see this. I can hold this fact. I can hold this truth. I can also hold on to who I am and what I carry. And I can also go into the next and be like, this feels like a cycle of this all over again. And that's not what we are going to do. I already feel like I've lost years of my life just being like, one day you're going to wake up and see. One day you're going to see me in that light. Nah. And it's okay. Because I've given you ample amount of time for you to see what I carry. And I honestly believe that you know what I carry. And nevertheless, oh, he knew he could have scooted up that inch. And nevertheless, I can't do that anymore. I cannot do that anymore. And so it's like, baby, go into that next and see if it feels like that. Because I know being younger, when I was younger, it was definitely that thing of, oh, I see the potential in you. You're young. We can build together. At what point do I stop trying to see the potential and realize that this is what you really are, or who you really are? And it's like, cool. And yet, this is reality. And I think my mind this morning was more so like, what if I hadn't done that? Because I think in the back of my mind, I also was like, well, I really don't want to talk to anybody else, because if they come up tomorrow being like, hey, I want you, then I'm like, I didn't waste somebody else's time. And baby, your time was wasted. So I got them good tears out this morning. And then I got that bomb nap. And it was like, yeah, that felt like a good palate cleanser. Because I'm like, this is a hard place. It's a hard place to be in. And then it's like, did I miss a good thing because I'm looking at the potential of something else? I could have. I possibly could have. And I'm like, all right, Lord, I need you to bring this thing back around full circle, please, and thank you. Because if I missed the one that was willing to put the investment in me, but I don't like to put the investment. That sounds real bad. If I missed the one because I was too busy holding out for this one day you may person, then allow them to spin the block and let me see them in a different way. Because right now, I'm like, I'm sorry for not even seeing you that way. So yeah, that was what was on my heart today and in my feelings. But you know, it's life. But I can also say that I'm glad that I'm learning this now, like Aisha said, and not learning it in my 50s. Hard reality. Y'all, I really want to wait 15 minutes, but I also know my mama's not going to leave work on time, and I want to follow her in the roundabout, but let me get home. Let me get home. That's what I'm about to do. I got something rattling in the back and it's irritating me already. Fix it, Jesus. Let me hit the bump that just puts it into place, because it wasn't rattling at first. Baby, we wrapping it up. My first weekly vlog. I don't like it. I'm just being honest. I realize I need to put the date on. I need to say the date, not just Happy Monday. I don't know. It's different. It's different from daily to weekly. Plus, I think weekly is more redundant, especially in the days that I'm doing right now. And so, I don't know. It's also showing me like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. We'll find our balance. But you'll have a video today. Can't tell you what the rest of this will look like, but we're here. I'm committed to beyond the surface. Baby, them questions already? And I'm like, this is only 4 days in. Here we go. Let's go. Man, today's been an emotional day, and I really was not expecting all of the emotion behind it, but yet here we are. Just like, oh, I had a video in the car, but I said too much, and I said too many other people that I followed in it. So I was like, let's re-record that. But man, me and mom just had a conversation about the purity movement, and it was emotional again. I'm like, bruh. One of the things when I was younger, it was the purity movement, the rings, all of the things. And it's just like, it's hard when you are younger and it's like, I'm trying. But then the very people that are talking about it are doing the same things they're telling you not to do. And so it's like, at what point do you realize what you're doing for the Lord versus what you're doing because other people told you to do? And I think that's the thing. As I get older, it's like the goal and the intention of trying to stay pure. And yet, baby, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. I just told my mom, I was like, my thing was being a youth leader starting at age 16. One of my biggest fears was coming up pregnant as a youth leader in church. And it's like, girl, but yet I saw it around me. And it's like all of these things. And then at one point, are you like, I'm no longer doing it because my parents told me to, or the people that I'm following told me to do this. Like, I got to do this for me. And that's even a struggle in dating now, of like trying to be pure, trying to check your motives and do it God's way. And it's just like, okay, this is a struggle. Because if you really know me, one of my good lines is like, mom told me not to say it, but it's like, I just want to wild out. Like, could I have wild out in my younger years and then pick it back up now and be like, whoa, let's run for the Lord? But me running for the Lord since I was younger, and I'm just like, this has this journey looking a whole lot different than I thought it was going to look. And I'm like, it's challenging. And so it's challenging the older that you get. And it's like, okay, well, Lord, if this ain't your will, can you let me know now? And mama was like, if he let you know now, you would wild out. And I was like, you're right. I would. But it's just like, the things that you pray for, how you wait. She's like, do you see what the Lord is covering you from? I see it in the moment. That doesn't change how hard trying to do things God's way is, though. That's the hard reality of it. And so I'm just like, the struggles, the journey, the pinky promises and all of that. And it's like, there has to come a point where you no longer do it for somebody else, but you got to do it for yourself. And it's like, am I going to do it for somebody else? Am I going to do it for myself? Am I going to do it for my marriage? All of the things. I don't know. Just like the emotional part of, what if I tried to do God's will only to have a marriage fail? And I'm like, girl, you already doing this thing. So you doing this thing. And then you have a divorce. And it's reality. It could happen. You pray and you hope that y'all love each other well. All of the things. I feel my tears, so I'm finna get off of it. But and that's what I was telling. The other part of this was, I was telling Mama, I was like, the longer you wait, the more you look at yourself. Like, there has to be something. Just the same thing that I said in my video on the car chat home. Like, however it is, it makes you look at yourself. Like, I'm good enough for this, but I'm not good enough for that. And I'm seeing the well-rounded picture of it all. And I get there's a covering. The Lord has a covering on me. But it's still hard. And it's like, okay, Lord, I need you to help me in the moments where I'm questioning myself. Like, I see some marriages around me that I'm like, they don't look happy. And I'm like, Lord, I really want to be happy in my marriage. I want to enjoy all of this. And so it is what it is. But baby, I'm hopping off of this thing. If you've made it this far in the video, drop me, girl, what we dropping? Drop me a butterfly in the chat. And I will see you all sometime. I don't know when, but I'll see y'all one of these good old days. Love you. Bye.